Hi there, everyone. It is currently the 30th of January 2014. Of course, the main topic out here is our, well, soon to be a tropical depression, at least named by Bagasa, already named a tropical depression by JMA. If it does be upgraded by Bagasa, it'll be called Basyang. If JMA somehow wants to go ahead and upgrade it, it will be named Kajiki. Now, we might have that actually happen here on Thursday or possibly Friday morning before the storm system makes landfall. Right now, low-level circulation's there, and we are seeing a lot of convection on the northwestern periphery, but it's still not very pretty at all, and it's definitely going to stay a very weak storm system. And this is quite unusual if you want to know for it to have a tropical storm in January or February in most parts of the northern hemisphere, at least. In the western Pacific, it does happen from time to time. Last year, we actually had one in January, and I think this wasn't occurring. The main topic, of course, today would probably be the temperatures out here, because farther off towards the north, believe it or not, it's almost a heat wave into parts of Japan, with temperatures actually in Tokyo today, and this is showing Yokohama getting up to 15 degrees Celsius. There is a cool down in play, and that is going to be expected here on Sunday, dropping down to 9. If we scroll down towards Naha, you're also seeing a slight cool down, basically from 22 to 21, but that cool air is going to continue to descend. It's also ushering in dry air from the north towards the south. And the reason why I'm mentioning that is because that's going to play a vital role in how long our tropical system is going to be lasting here through the weekend. Which is good news, because I think everybody's worry after a Gantan or Ling Ling is that it's going to sit around and linger for an extended period of time, cause severe flooding. This one, that's not going to be the case. We have just too much dry air that's going to rush in from the north. This should just die right off by Sunday. So where exactly is it going to be going, and how strong is it going to be getting? Well, let's take a look at this track we put together from Westpac Weather, not official. Actually, I need to put out a new updated version of this. This was made here around 15 UTC, so it's about 12 hours old. Make these when we do to get time to do so, but the track really hasn't changed at all, so the details are not going to be much different on our next update. But as we look ahead, by Friday morning, this is still going to be off the coastline, making landfall by Friday evening. But by this time, though, we're already going to start to see these heavy rain showers, and anywhere I colored in the green, that's where you're going to see some of this bulk of the rain. But in the red, that's the highest risk of the flooding, landslides. I say winds up to 50, but I do think that 60 to 70 kilometer per hour sustained winds. 65 kilometers per hour is tropical storm strength. So tropical storm strength, sustained winds, especially near coastal areas north of that center of circulation, very well likely here by Friday evening. Good news by Saturday morning. Actually, this just wants to rush straight off here towards the west, and it's already west of Cebu here as we go into Saturday. So that's the really good news, and by this time it actually significantly starts to weaken out. Not to say it's even strong at this moment, though. This is actually the visible imagery, and with the visible, you can peer through those higher cloud tops and see what's going on in the low-level circulation. And believe it or not, here in the last several frames, you can see that low-level circulation. It's right there in the last one. Watch for it. Right there. See a little spin in the atmosphere? That's actually the center of circulation with this storm system. Not very impressive. The bulk of the convection is way off here towards the west. That's because vertical wind shear is pushing it from the east here. Also drier inflow wrapping into it. And that's what's keeping this guy just not really organized. It's going to stay a tropical depression or become a very weak tropical storm. According to the JMA, they do expect it to upgrade to a tropical storm. So that's why we kind of have it on our map there as well. We follow along with them. So that's really what's happening with the storm system right now. Let's take a look at the model outlook and where is the bulk of the heaviest rain, or at least the wind's going to be. And we can take a look at the ECMWF model right now. And when we're talking about a storm system, 72 hours or less, ECMWF definitely the model to choose. And we can go ahead and just see where this heaviest rainfall is by Friday night. This is right around actually midnight of Philippine Standard Time. And this is the bulk of those heavy showers there along northern Mindanao. And basically much of Samar in late day, you're going to be seeing these just very heavy rain. So that's going to be a major problem out here, obviously, because significant risk of flooding. A lot of people still recovering from high in this area. There's Tacloban right there seeing some of the heaviest rainfall. We can take a look at the winds at the same time period. Let's go ahead and pull that up. You could see these winds coming on shore, and this is showing right around 20 to 30 knots. If just offshore, if we just go ahead and scroll it back just prior to landfall, these areas here in the oranges, that's indicating that 35 to 40 knots, so tropical storm strength winds. But the bulk of the highest winds are actually farther off here towards the north due to that interaction with the northeast monsoon. So once again, it's not a tightly wound storm system, not a classic storm system. More or less, most of the wind field is due to that high pressure interaction off towards the north, and you're not seeing the highest winds wrapped around that center of circulation, which is why we keep on saying the worst of the weather is going to be north of the storm because of that monsoonal interaction around that storm center. Regardless, still saying highest winds in this area here, and then the heaviest rainfall also there, but even extending farther off there towards the north. And that's really going to be the story of this storm going through the next several days. So yeah, let's continue to watch this one on the Facebook page. Please do go check it out. We're posting updates all the time. Our friends at PTCC also posting updates. We're sharing it there. And the whole Westpac Weather team just getting together with this one, and we're trying out some new features, and it is definitely a trial run on a lot of the new stuff we have put in place, but all the good classic stuff as well. Our daily updates continue to be posted. So yeah, with that said, that is all for right now, everybody. I hope you found this update helpful. If you did, please post it in the comment box down below. I always appreciate the feedback. Is there anything that we can do to make the video a little bit more informative for you as well, please let us know. I always appreciate that. And yeah, stay safe out there, and thanks for watching. Bye.